Hello, welcome to my guide on the basics of high-res team-based shooter Paladins. I'm your host Swarmso of CaptureandSiege.com, and today we'll be talking about what Paladins is and all the basics ins and outs of the game. Paladins is a game compared to Blizzard's Overwatch and falls into the first-person shooter slash MOBA category. It is, as previously mentioned, a team-based shooter with an in-game progression style using decks and items. Paladins is a free-to-play game, but please note that this does not mean that it is a pay-to-win game. In Paladins, there are 4 different classes and are represented as Frontline, Damage, Flank, and Support. Frontlines are the characters that usually have the highest health pools in the game. These players maintain the objective while also helping their teammates with their abilities. These characters are some of the strongest and biggest bodies of the realm. Some of these characters include favorites such as Makoa and Ruckus. Damage characters are usually the champions that do a lot of damage from the backline and help support the tanks by killing those around the point. These characters usually have medium to low health pools and can do a lot of damage if allowed. This champion pool is usually represented by Victor and Leon. Flank characters are ones with quite a low health pool, but with proper skill and timing can shred damage, support, and other flank champions alike. Some important champions to include are Maeve and Lex. Supports are those special few who heal in game. They are very hard to play as they have quite a low health pool, and you also have to make sure to heal others. Favorites to most of these include Ying, Genos, and Maldamba. Now that you know the classes of Paladins, let's hop into a game. In Paladins, there are 3 different types of game modes: Siege, Payload, and Onslaught. Siege, the main game mode of competitive, and also the game mode of the esports scene, is the longest mode in the game. The primary goal is for one team to score 4 points before the other. There are 3 different ways to score a point. 1. Through capturing the zone that spawns in the middle of the map. 2. Through pushing the payload that spawns after you capture that zone to the opposing team's spawn. Or 3. Defending the payload after the opposing team captures the objective. At the beginning of the first round, you'll have the opportunity to get your legendary, your loadout, and your first item, which we will talk about later in the video. After about 40 seconds, the round will start and both teams will fight to capture the objective in the middle. The first team to capture 100% of the point spawns the payload. The capturing team will then be tasked with pushing the payload all the way to the opposing team's spawn. While this is happening, the defending team must stop your push and let the timer run out. After the payload is pushed in or the spawn zone is defended, the round will reset and both teams are put back in their spawn room. The game goes on until either team scores 4 points. Note that you cannot win off of a defensive round. Payload is a game similar to Siege, but instead each team will have a chance to push the payload. Whichever team pushes the payload the farthest or into the enemy team's spawn first, wins. Onslaught is a newer game mode and resembles a team deathmatch. The first team who gets 500 points wins the game. You get points through 2 things: getting kills and maintaining the capture point in the middle of the map.
In any of the modes, you will first choose your legendary, deck, and your first item. Legendaries are the bread and butter of your character. Usually what you will choose will have a big impact on how you play your champion. Each champion has 3 of these legendaries, and you can get these from crafting using essence or getting them from chests. Decks, on the other hand, are a mix of 5 different cards with degreeing points in each. We will discuss more about decks and how to build them in a later video. However, each character has their own pre-made deck that is put into the game, and I would suggest using them until you feel comfortable to make your own. Items are cards that you use in-game and do various other things to your character. Like decks, they will be talked about in a later video. However, when you first start a game, you'll have auto purchase on. I would suggest also leaving this on until you find out how to build your items against different teams. You equip these to your characters using credits, which is part of the in-game progression style system. In this guide, we have talked about 3 different currencies that are in the game: Essence, Gold, and Crystals. Essence is what you will use when you are going to craft select cards and legendaries. You can get Essence through numerous sources such as quests and getting duplicate cards through chests. Gold is the main currency in-game, in which you will need to purchase important things such as the 32 champions, chests, and multiple recolors of skins, as well as mastery skins for champions. You can get gold through playing quests, unlocking chests, and just playing the game. Crystals are the currency that you can buy by using real-life money. You can use these crystals to buy champions, special loot chests, and special skins in the game. You are not required to pay for any of these, however, and they don't give any in-game advantage over the opponent. Chests are one of the biggest things in Paladins and contain most of the skins and cards you need to build your deck. There are multiple different chests based off of the seasons and holidays, but you can always buy a Radiant chest for 2,500 gold apiece. The Radiant chest will give you select cards and legendaries to your disposal. However, if you do not want to use your gold and would rather have all the champions outright, you can buy the Paladins Founders Pack, which gives you an exclusive mount, some crystals, gold, Radiant chests, and most important, all the current and new champions of the game. This is currently $20 USD, and you can purchase from the Paladins in-game store. Well, that is all I have for today, and hopefully I covered most of what you will see within Paladins. Thank you all for watching, and please like and subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to comment if I missed something in the video. It will be highly appreciated. Thank you.